Well, it looks like I have everything set up. Hello, my friends, and welcome to another Is Blab video. I'm your host, Patrick, and today I want to talk about the Genki ShadowCast from Human Things. Well, I hope I didn't just blast out your eardrums here. Well, I got my ShadowCast yesterday being April 27th of 2021. Yes, April 27th. I gave it a try and I do enjoy it. I went online to look at some other YouTube videos to see if what I was experiencing was in fact real. Talking about the latency, the input lag. And it was real. It's just that because I'm a casual gamer, I don't actually notice it that well. However, well, I guess we'll get into that. But let me first talk about the actual device itself. So I pre-recorded this and decided I wasn't going to use any of the audio. So we're just looking at some B-roll of me holding the device up to the camera and showing you the included USB-C cable that it comes with. It is HDMI. It does have, let's see, you can use up to 4K 30 frames per second, or I should say the input can be up to 4K 30 frames per second, 1080p, I'm sorry, no, HD up to 60 frames per second, and 720p up to 60 frames per second. That can be your input. And then the output is going to be 1080p, 30 frames per second. Like I said, I did notice a little bit of latency, a little bit of input lag. Not enough for me to be terribly affected by it, or so I thought. But there are two settings to the arcade software that you're supposed to use in conjunction with the ShadowCast. As you can see right here, I'm holding up the actual device. It's a pretty slick device, and as you can see when I flip it around here, it's ever so slightly see-through. But when you look at the website, it shows the device with a clear plastic side, completely clear. And then I'm holding up here the USB Type-C cable that it comes with. But you can also use a USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable, which is what I'm using right now, and it seems to work just fine. So there you go. That's the device in a nutshell. I've tried it out already, and it seems to work rather well for my purposes. But I wanted to show you a couple of things because for me, I've noticed with the visuals, things that I can't seem to fix, and I'm starting to think maybe it's with the software itself. Let's go back to the regular here. The regular. Check that out. Okay, so what you're looking at, let me actually move. Okay. What you're looking at is what you'll see if you try to open the Genki arcade without having the ShadowCast plugged in. Now, the ShadowCast doesn't have to be plugged into your Switch or your PS5. It just has to be plugged into the computer in order to be recognized. So if it's not plugged into a console, but it is connected to your computer, you're going to see a black screen and a little white light on the device itself. Once you've got it plugged in and it's actually converting the signal and sending it to your laptop, then that light becomes green. I'm going to plug it in now because there's something I want to show you. Hopefully the volume's not too high. Turning down the volume a little more on OBS. Not that I've ever had any success with that. If we go into the settings, now, not the settings, I'm sorry, the inventory, my pocket. Now when I play this game, Garbage Man is passing by. Hold on, guys. The music's probably drowning it out, but just to play it safe. You know what? I'm not going to stop. Here we go. So when you go into the pocket, you'll notice that you can barely see the open spaces. There's not much contrast between the dots that indicate open spaces and the rest of the background of your pocket. Now, when I play this game, or when I use my Nintendo Switch directly with my monitor, that is much more pronounced. There's more contrast. It feels like this game is missing contrast. Likewise, if I go into the house storage, you can see up at the top, you can barely see the unselected areas. Okay, now as long as I move, each area that I select has the colored in icon, but the uncolored icons you can barely see. I think it's something to do with the contrast, or maybe the saturation's turned up too high, although I don't think the saturation actually affects the contrast in that way. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to leave here and I'm going to go up to the Nook store. Not much happening on my island. I bought this on my birthday, March 17th. So I haven't had much time to do a whole lot. I will say this. I'm kind of wishing I had bought Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity now. I think I would have had more fun than I'm having with this, although I can't say that this is not fun. This game, Animal Crossing, is a pretty fun and unique, maybe not unique, creative, we'll say creative game. And as you can see, everything here looks like the contrast has been taken away. If I wish one of my villagers was here visiting. I could show you. But you should be able to see that now. Look at the way my face looks. You know, when you sit down, or not when you sit down, but when you use this option to take a camera and it gives you one of the filters. Let me see what filters. No, what are you doing? Is it the sharp? Yeah, I think it's the sharp filter that. I think it is a sharp filter. So if you use the camera and you try to use the sharp filter by itself, in my opinion, looks very much like this. I'm going to switch this over. Also notice, I don't think you can see that. Let's move me over here. So the options I have is changing the mode from performance to resolution and the volume. I've seen YouTube videos of earlier uses of this or earlier versions of this that had more control, like screenshot and different things like that. So it also had a mic option. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know why they took that away. I don't know. Let's move over to resolution. Right off the bat, you can see the improvement in the quality of the picture. The latency is a little more noticeable too. If I have it set to performance, the latency is not bad enough for me to really notice. I think the only reason I might notice that there is latency when I'm under the performance setting is because I'm expecting there to be. It is noticeable here. When I put it on the resolution setting, it's noticeable. But I'm a casual gamer, so I'm really not going to be affected by that too much. With the exception of games like Bayonetta, when you have to do that dodge to activate QuickTime. I couldn't successfully do the dodge very often. But that was a hard mode. And again, I'm a casual gamer. I typically play on normal. I always play on normal, actually. So hard is a rare instance for me, so that might have something to do with it. Maybe it's that. I also went fishing earlier this morning using this app with the ShadowCast. And the first 2 fish I tried to catch, they left my line. I pressed the button, but it wouldn't pull up. And so the fish would go away and I'm just standing there. Now it's possible that I was using the wrong button. I was pushing the wrong button. That's very possible because all of the other fish after that I was able to catch. Um, that's what I'm looking at. This is the only thing that it kind of bothers me, but not enough for me to not like this. Also, I'm in resolution mode, so check out the background as I run. Okay, let me get to a nice running spot here. Okay, I don't think it's... Here we go. Nope, okay. I'm gonna get a running start. As you can see, in some areas, the background stutters as I run. But again, this is not bad. This is not bad. Not the background. I'm sure it's the whole image, but I only notice it in the background. I can't notice it with my characters. I'm sure it's the whole image. I know it's not just the background, but that's where I see it, is in the background. Again, not game breaking for me. I don't mind that at all. So far, I like this. I think it's a very good alternative to capture cards. It's a nice alternative to me trying to connect this directly to my monitor and play it that way, because then I have to use my HDMI splitter, or I'm sorry, switcher, to switch over to, because this monitor, I'm using a Huion pen tablet, 22-inch pen tablet, and it's working as a second monitor for my laptop. And I have my Nintendo Switch plugged in via HDMI, or did, not right now, but I did. And so I have an HDMI splitter to switch between the laptop HDMI and the Switch to HDMI. It works fine. And this removes the need for that. I can play the volume or the video audio of my game through the laptop speakers, or in this case, the external speaker. Everything sounds good. Everything looks good, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm ready to use this in place of connecting directly to my monitor. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I expect Human Things to do some more updates to their arcade software, the Genki arcade software, so that a lot of these issues are fixed. I haven't seen anybody talk about the color when they try to use their ShadowCast, but I haven't watched that many videos. When I was on, I was looking specifically for videos on the latency, because I wanted to make sure I wasn't imagining things. I've also seen people connect using the browser. Now, that was supposed to be an option available to you. And when I went back to the website, I couldn't find that option anymore. But the website is still up. I'll go ahead and move on over to it. This is the website. I haven't been able to get it to connect. I haven't been able to get it to work. I've been able to get it to a black screen, and when I go to the website, if I'm using Firefox, it prompts me to select a video mode or a capture mode, and it allows me to select the ShadowCast. So I select ShadowCast, and then nothing but a black screen. I can't see anything. I thought, well, maybe it's because I've got the arcade open. Duh, I closed it. Still nothing happened. So I haven't been able to get it to work. I don't know if that's a change or if I'm just stupid. I don't know. But this is my experience with the ShadowCast. I like it. I am a casual gamer. I'm not going to get on there onto my... I don't have a PS5, but if I did, I'm still a casual gamer. I don't play first-person shooter games competitively or even very good. So no delay, half a second of delay at the very most is not going to make a difference in my abilities. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's going to be what people want to use that are professional, if you will. I think I'm rambling right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and quit it. I'm going to try one more game, though. I'm going to do one more game. Oh. And it's, oh, well, you know what? I'll do Bayonetta. I'll do Bayonetta. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Again, I've already beaten Bayonetta on normal, and I'm doing hard. So you'll see. You'll see. I am not good at all. So we'll let this go ahead. You know what? I've always been very impressed with people who do this for a living for YouTube. And they're able to talk naturally and make sense without rambling. I can't do that. Like, here we are. I'm waiting for this to move on to the next thing. And I'm forcing myself to find out what to say. Or to find out what to think of, what to talk about. Okay. There we go. Oh gosh, Patrick, come on, dude, come on. Oh. I want to play this game because I want to show you my, well, it's really not so great a skill. My terrible skills at evading and activating witch time. But I don't know if it's because of the delay, the input lag, or because I'm not good at hard mode. All right, continue. And here we go. Okay, I'm not going to talk much right now because I'm not very good at it. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, okay, let me try it again. See? Ah! I think it's just that it's hard. There we go. Ah, come on. Okay. Oh, see? Let me try to get up. See? See, I don't know if it's because of the input lag or because I just absolutely suck at this. I'm going to switch this over to favorite performance, where I know that the lag won't be as bad. So let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, come on, let's do it, let's do it. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. I think I'm just terrible. I think I'm just terrible. Yeah, I think I'm just terrible. Oh boy. Well, I don't know. It's like I said, I could be just bad with hard, or there's enough input lag to keep me from being able to do this properly. I will try this connected directly to my monitor, and if there is a difference, then I'll try to put that in this video somehow, or maybe I'll note it down below, you know, down here. I'll put a little note about it down below, and if there is no difference, then you won't see anything. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, if you are looking for an alternative to a capture card, this could be good for, you know, just grabbing some quick video game footage. I think it's excellent for that. If you just want to do something to take away all the different devices that are on your desk, or because right now I'm at my desk, and even though I still use this as a second monitor and also for art, I see this as an option for people who have the dedicated monitor at their desk for their consoles. So this might be good to remove that second monitor if that person feels like their desk is too cluttered and they don't want all that stuff on it. This might be good, but again, this might be good for the casual gamer. I'm a casual gamer. Hardcore gamers may not like the latency. Who knows? Anyway, enough rambling from me. I'm going to stop here, and you all have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for taking the time out to watch the video. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. If you have any suggestions for me on how I might make my ShadowCast experience more enjoyable or more responsive, or correct the color on that thing, please let me know. If you have any other information, and let me know by putting comments in the comment section. I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have yourselves a great day. God bless you all. Bye.